Hello and welcome to today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video. Now in today's video we'll be taking a look at three stocks. We'll take a look at Bharat Electronics, Kotak Mahindra Bank and TCS. Two are bullish cases I'm talking about and one is a bearish case. And I'll share my equity plus FNO trading plan for each. Now before we go into that, let's take a look at the news to be affecting our markets this week. Now the first news is that there's a trading holiday on Wednesday. So that's naturally going to affect the option prices, but it will be its most effect will be on the Sensex expiry, since that's on Thursday. So option sellers of Sensex, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, you're getting a full day off, which will help decay on P and C sell side both. On the other hand, if there's a sudden news which comes, especially on trade deal and all, then that can completely throw out any plans of any option sellers and make especially the OTM guys get into issues. So it's a double-edged sword. If there's no news, then it's smooth sailing. If there's a sudden news, then it is a very rough sailing. Next, this week we have some major results coming out. We have State Bank of India releasing results, Bharti, Indigo, MCX, some of the Adani companies. So those are also going to be in focus, but I would put them more towards the Nifty. I know SBI is part of the Bank Nifty, but it's only one of the majors releasing for Bank Nifty. Most are focusing towards the Nifty more, so the Nifty will get a bit of result volatility coming in if there is no news. If there is a sudden international news which comes in, then that effect will get dampened. That's it really on the news front. There's not much this week on that front beyond this. Let's take a look at the three stocks. I will start with Bharat Electronics, and then Kotak Mahindra Bank, then Tata Consultancy Services. Now Bharat Electronics has been stuck in this range for very long, as we can see that basically from around April this year, the stock has been within this range and it's not been able to get out. But now I believe it's making a strong attempt of getting out, and that is due to two factors. Number one, if you look at both the trend catch indicators, they are finally turning upwards and they are trying to come back above zero. If both of these manage to come back above zero, then we'll be hitting 449 easy. So my trading plan is pretty simple. I'll zoom in so I can explain it in a better way. As long as it is between 427.75 and 408, this is a no man's land. A box range will ensue here. But if it breaks 427.75 on the hourly time frame and up with a bullish price bar, then it's going to 438 and 449. So this is how I'm looking at it. On the other hand, by chance, if it flips and breaks 408, then it's a short to 395. But seeing Bharat Electronics current price pattern, even if it was to go down towards this, then I would consider an equity long here. But if it breaks this all of a sudden, then I'll only do it via futures and options, as it's a quick rise to 449 and then out. So from here, if it cannot break out, let's say on Monday or Tuesday, and starts declining to somewhere the bottom of this zone, then I'll consider it for an equity purchase here. If it breaks this straight away, then I'll consider it for an option or futures to this point here. These are the equity prices, or spot prices which are being shared, but they're largely for BL they're largely in line with the FNO prices too. So my trading plan, as I said, long above this, short below this, but this one I'm looking at it in a bullish prospect rather than bearish. Now next is Kotak Mahindra Bank. Now Kotak Mahindra Bank has been in a range for very long, but it had a spike a few weeks ago, and then after that it topped out here. In fact, I had made a video when it had topped out here, as its results had roughly come out, and I said that the results are not good, will be going down. It has done that. Now it has reached an important support, 2093.5. If it breaks the support, then it's a short to 2040. If it breaks that, it goes to 1920. However, anyone who is shorting it has to be very careful, as this is a very important support. So this can end up holding the whole game and causing a dead cat bounce. So technically, how I look at it, between 2190 and 2093 is a no man's land. Breaks this is a quick short to here and then an exit. Because here, if it holds and shows a bit of positivity in any of the indicators, then it can be considered for long back to up here. But at that point, if it continues to show weakness, then it can be re-entered for short to 1920. However, this is how I look at Kotak Mahindra Bank, but let's see how Mondays and Tuesdays trading session goes. As I believe Monday or Tuesday will be touching this, and then that's when the next call can be made in a clean manner of up or avoid until it starts to go down again. So that's it for Kotak. Now let's take a look at Tata Consultancy Services. Now TCS has had one hell of a fall. You can see from the charts, this thing has come literally with like a dagger down straight, and it has destroyed a lot of people. But now with the hopes of a trade deal and all lingering on, TCS is sort of starting to show a bit of signs of life, as if that happens, a lot of pressure from it will dissipate. So how I look at TCS, like I said, there are two bullish cases and one bearish case. TCS and BEL, I'm looking at it from a more bullish angle, and Kotak Mahindra from a more bearish angle. So my trading plan for TCS is pretty simple. Between 2968 and 3096, this is the box range. Now within this zone, yes, you can get a short if it breaks 3017 to 2968. If it breaks that, you can get a short to 2892. But what I'm going to be looking, I'm expecting it. If it breaks this, then it goes to here. I'll end up most likely going long here via equity. Why? Because it had a protracted fall. There is a strong bullish bar here. So if it goes to this point, then it can and has support given by one of the indicators, either this or this, then that will sort of signal the start of a fresh up move, because whether anyone likes or not, sometime in November, how much the trade deal talk is going on is going to happen, and this is going to start making a move up. So TCS is one which I look at it more from an equity perspective, that I would want to go long on it now here, or I want to go long on it here. And then my first target will be 3150. If it breaks 3150, then it comes a low risk long, as it's got all clear space to go up. So that's how I'm looking at Tata Consultancy Services. I think the worst is over for it right now, for the short and medium term. Unless it breaks 2892, it's pretty safe, according to me now. So that's it for today's video. I've covered TCS, BEL and Kotak. Two are bullish cases and one is a bearish case. And if you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Thank you.